That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
And Jackson throws it down.
This kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Pass to Jovic. Fires the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Heat lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Out to the right wing. Pass to Anderson. From outside the arc. Bagley with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Jaquez with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to Burks. Over in the corner, Jaquez. And Burks now atop the key. Fires it up. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Here's Morant. And it's Miami with the rebound. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it, but look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Down low, Grant laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 12 points in the game. Burks for 3, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. To the wing right side. Back to Morant. Free throw line jump shot. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Heat with the lead. In the corner, it's Robinson. This one for 3. Edey with the rebound. On its way from Clark for 2. A miss that time would have put him up. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Heat. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Jaquez with the bucket.
Yeah, Duncan not only moves himself, he moves the ball quite well.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. A different look for Miami. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Jackson. Wide open. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Man, bigs like Adebayo got to drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of his game.
Now, here's Cant. Outside Jackson. Outside for Jackson. Shot clock at 2. Stolen by Mitchell. Wiggins left side. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Adebayo. Up and in on the layup. Adebayo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
Adebayo not allowing the defense to slow him down.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. And you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night. And Tyler Hero with another great look, just understanding where his teammates are.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Grizzlies making a switch here. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
From deep, Adebayo. And the Heat, another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Morant. Driving in.
Well done, Andrew Wiggins. If he can sustain that kind of energy on the defensive end, boy, he's an asset out there.
Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's Hero. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. And that's now 9 points for Tyler Hero. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket.
44.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Grizzlies call timeout. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis's head coach had some words for the team during the break. Now, coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Hero with it. Picked up by Bagley. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
The offense just opens up if your playmaker comes from that 4 or 5 spot. And Bam does such a great job of it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
At the line for your Grizzlies.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And they're playing beautiful basketball.